Yo, what's shaking, fellas? Your boy Nerf is back. This time with another tutorial, ZAYTOVEN type beat. And to clear some things out the air on why I haven't been posting anything, that's because on Friday I ended up hanging out with this guy, Justin the Moe. He's a dope mixing, mastering engineer. He teaches you so much on his YouTube channel. He's a dope guy. He's mixed and mastered my songs, and he brings like that 2D image and turns it into a 3D image and makes your song come to life. It's just, he's a dope mixing master engineer. He's mixed and mastered my songs before, like I said, and definitely give him a follow on his channel. I'll put his channel in the link in the description if you guys aren't following him. Trust me, you guys will learn a lot from this man. And yeah, and then also on Saturday I did a quick little tip video on how to you know, the must know tips if you're starting out as a music producer. And I gave you guys some of that knowledge, which I wish I knew initially starting. And I know there's a lot more tips, but you know, that's whatever the case. And also, I've been collaborating with another artist, and I've been making like 5 beats a day, and then I get burnt out. So today I decided to wake up, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna make a video for you guys. So yeah, so we're gonna make a ZAYTOVEN type beat. So the sounds I'll be using will be in the the sounds I'll be using will be in my drum kit. And if you guys want the drum kit, I'll put the link in the description. So yeah, so I did the luxury. I put out all the sounds already, just so we don't waste any time. And I already got a melody down pack like I always do. And yeah, so let's get started. So the BPM is at 154. It's probably gonna change or whatnot, but you know, this is what I have. And ZAYTOVEN has a lot of realistic sounds, so I made sure I changed the velocity and I strummed the piano. So this is what it sounds like. So yeah, you know, a little, not really too complex. It's just I placed some chords, highlighted them, Alt S to strum, and then you know, strum the sounds. And then before I even did that too, I just placed the notes regular on the piano roll, and then just added little variations here and there, the little breaks that ZAYTOVEN always use. So it's just like he adds a groove on, you know, I'll say the third half of the chords. That's the best way I could put it. So yeah, so that's that. And I'm using Omnisphere. This is a drum kit that expansion pack that I got from Sauce My Drums a while back, called the New Wave. So I decided to give that a shot. And yeah, so I got that bell down packed, but I want to add a piano. I'm probably gonna layer it with a piano, so let's see how that sounds. Yeah. Copy, paste. Let me make sure I save this. Probably bring this up an octave. I kind of like that sound, but let's look at the other sounds. Not too bad. I like the choice piano and the 100 piano, so let's. Alright, I like the choice piano just because it gives it's kind of like wobbly, so it's like somewhat of a gate in there, but let's definitely EQ some of those sounds. Alright, bring down some of the volume on that. EQ this first sound. Let me just move the microphone. But yeah, so as you guys can see, I chose two different frequencies. One more in the mid frequency, and then the other in the low mid. So the reason why I did that is it gives it more space to your beat when you layer some sounds, and as you can see, it sounds a lot more fuller than just playing this single one and then together. So yeah, so lower that volume, bring this up a bit. So yeah, so that's that. I don't know if I want to add anything else, but let's just, I mean, obviously I want to add something else, but let's just add the claps. Oh, and one thing I won't add is definitely the organ roll. Not just because I don't know how to do it, it's just because a lot of people, you know, they put it, but they don't put it in the right places, and it's just not, it's not good. Only Zaytoven, that's his signature sound. Like I said, I'm doing a Zaytoven type beat, but adding my twist to it. So besides the basic melody, of course. But yeah, so let's add the claps. And for the clap, I didn't like the heavy. Didn't like the heaviness of the clap, so I bring that out more to shorten the clap. So see, shorten the clap. Because the clap's a little too harsh. Alright, so that's that. Next we're gonna add the bounce snare. Alright, so that's that. File save that. Next, we're just gonna add the perks. And here I hear like the 3, so let's add that ZAYTOVEN famous perk. Alright, so we got that. Gonna Control C, Control B. Bring this over, and so it should be right here. So what I want to do with this is EQ some of this. I'm gonna put this on channel 9. And EQ some of that sound real quick. Takes off that harsh from that top end. So bam, save that. Let's add the hi-hats. Oh, let's add the crash. So with the ZAYTOVEN crash, we're going to take out the out, because as you can see, there's a bunch of, it keeps on playing at the end. So we're going to take it out so it only plays maybe 3 times. Let's see how that maybe 2 times. I just like it twice. We'll go with twice. Or maybe none at all. Nah, like. Nah, bring down the volume so it's not too harsh. Next. I'll save that. Alt O. And we're just gonna add some basic chops. Alright, so that's about it for the hi-hats. And yeah, so like the way that sounds. Put this in its own channel and add some reverb on it. Just cause I fuck with it. Put the wrong thing on channel 6. Damn, son. Where'd you find this? Alright, now let's add the 808. First, let's tune this. Detect pitch regions, send it D2. Yeah. Bring this up a bit. Basic 808 pattern right there, copy and paste. Probably add some variation on the second half, so let's see how this sounds. No, add a bunch of variation on that, just take out that second 808 at the end, and pretty much it. So let's see what other things we can add. Let's see. Okay, so we got that. Maybe add a little triangle, so let's see how that sounds. Little perks. Add it. With that. All right, so maybe next we can add a lead. See if he has any leads in here. Bang bang squad. All right, let's see. He only has one synth, so see how this sounds. Sorry guys, give me 1 sec. I gotta go answer the door real quick. Be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. I'm sorry it took a while. You know, one of my neighbors came over. So yeah, so back onto the beat. Let's see where we left off. I actually don't remember. So let's play the beat. Alright, we were looking for a synth, I think. Yeah, a synth or a lead. But I feel like adding a flute. So put that at channel 3 so nothing, no frequencies are taken out. Woodwind on purity. And let's try pan flute. See how that one goes. Open up piano roll. A little too sharp. It's just a pan flute too. And I like that. So my idea or that I want to do is I want to copy these middle notes so the flute could ride with the melody as well. So I'll show you what I mean. So I want to add it like that. See how this sounds. Yeah, you see something like that, so it rides with the melody. Bring this down lower, let's see though. And like that. Yeah, we're bringing it down to D6. And again, I'm just following the key or the melodies with the ghost notes so you can stay in key. So let's just add some other stuff. See if we Control B. So we're gonna add that. I just lowered the velocity at the end. And yeah, so I kind of like the way this sounds. Probably add like a, what is it called? Like a goblin lead, a goblin, gremlin, whatever you want to call it. I feel like adding that kind of scary lead. Let me just save this. And the place I know, if I remember correctly, let me go to Electra X. And it's in like D March's, it's one of his first kits. Checking the lead section. It's like a scary one. Is it trap song? No, that's not it. Checking the synth. Ghost. I think it's Ghost. Let's see how this sounds. Yeah, it has like that scary lead, but let me copy and paste this, see how it sounds, just so I could switch on and off between chorus and verse. So let's see. Yeah, no, I don't like that. Cut that. Delete all that shit. Alright, so let me just cut this. Bring this down, maybe an octave. Yeah, I'm gonna add that. I kind of like the way it sounds already. It gives it like a texture for the bottom end. I'm sorry this video is taking so long. Like usual, I'll skip through after I put the melody or, the chords down. Alright, well, I think that's about it for the beat. If I add anything, I'll just, tell you guys what I added. But all I really gotta do is just add, not add. All I gotta do is EQ some of the sounds. And yeah, so that's about it. So let me go lay out the beat for you guys, and I'll be back once I'm done mixing, so you guys could get the best version of the beat as possible. So yeah, so I'll be back, guys.
One eternity later.
Yo, fellas, I am back. I laid out the beat. Sorry it took a while. I went to go get something to eat. My stomach was literally killing me. But yeah, so I laid out the beat. Just to go over some things, I just added some basic EQ, which you saw in the beginning, with all the initial instruments. And for the crash, I added basic EQ, just took off whatever was needed, and added some reverb on it to give it more of a presence when it does the crash. And then for the hi-hats, I added reverb and some pan man, as you guys heard in the in the beginning of the video, it panning left and right. I added a very slight pan on these two melodies, the initial melodies that plays out through the whole song. Very slight panning just to give it a little bit of a stereo separation, just so it doesn't feel too cluttered in the middle. And yeah, so that's that. That's the hi-hat. And then number 7, let me see which one that is. That's the clap. The clap, regular clap, just EQ, nothing on it. Snare, same thing, just EQ whatever frequency wasn't needed. And this is for the perk. The perk, I pinned the perk to the left, just so, like I said, it's not too cluttered in the middle, and it's a lot lower than the triangle that's right next to it. So the triangle, I added some reverb on it, and pan that triangle to the right. And other than that, that's about it. Regular boost for my 808 right here, and then the last one is just my tag on the right where you guys hear it. So yeah, so I just, just basic stuff. The only reason why you want to separate your or pan some of the sounds left and right is so that it doesn't sound too cluttered in the middle and your mix sounds a lot cleaner. So yeah, so that's about it. That's all I added. Nothing else. Like, all this down here is just my tag, and then the rest is just kept it simple. So yeah, so if you guys like this tutorial, just hit that like button, that subscribe button. And yeah, guys, other than that, I'm out. Peace.